Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Gordon Maston, and welcome to my NXT review for November the 25th, 2015. Now, tonight on NXT, what went down was we had an NXT Championship match. Eva Marie versus Bayley. Now, originally this wasn't supposed to go down, but as of new interim general manager Michael Cole, yes, Michael Cole, because William Regal is off getting back surgery. This is going to be a thing for a little while. We're gonna get this match tonight, and you know what? I might as well just skip it and skip the entire review and get to the forefront of this all. The winner of tonight's NXT Women's Championship match between Eva Marie and Bayley, along with Nia Jax at ringside and WWE Corporate calling down Charles Robinson to be the special, backup referee in case something happens to the regular referee. The winner of this match will be announced on my review up next right on this channel. Thank you guys very much. I will see you on the other side. All right, guys, what is up? I'm sorry, I just had to do the whole dramatic thing there to give people just the slightest sliver of belief they didn't see this show. That Eva Marie, you know what? You guys will figure it out. You guys will figure it out. All right, so we start the show out with, let me just say, this actually was a good episode of NXT tonight, but it just felt so fast. Like, I'm going back through the notes I took through my phone, and it's just, I forgot we even had okay, so, and that was actually an interesting match because it was pretty back and forth. I don't know if I even say it's pretty back and forth. You know what? We'll get there when we get there. And, I might as well mention this now before I forget it. And, I can see my TV and the network glaring off of my face. So let me just take care of that. I'm sorry. I apologize. Ooh, Jack Eichel scored. Sweet. Sabres still lose. All right, so we have the contract signing first. And it's a short, sweet, to the point. As I said in the intro, Michael Cole says he's in charge of things, and he's got fans just no, 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 no. In the the less we see of you, the better, Michael Cole, because no one in that arena likes you. And I'm not even gonna spend my time on Michael Cole. He's not even worth it. He's not even worth the fire to the fuel. I don't even know. Not worth it. So Finn comes out there, and he signs the contract and says, Samoa Joe, come out here and look in my eyes. And I forgot what he said there, but he told him to come and look into his eyes and, try and do that again or whatever. I think he might have said that. I don't really remember. I'm not good with remembering. But on the other side of things, we get Finn to sign the contract. Joe comes out, straight up says, fuck you, Finn. Signs the contract, doesn't even look at Finn, and walks out. That, I love that. Because honestly, watching Joe do that, it just felt like, holy shit, you just came in just like a straight out badass. Well, like a badass. Is that even in question with Samoa Joe? But you came in like a badass. You came in, you grabbed the contract, you signed it. Fuck you, Finn. Walk out. He didn't actually say fuck you, Finn. That's just paraphrasing the body language. Like, I don't give a fuck that you're here. I don't care about you. Give me the title. That's all I care about. I'm signing for what I want, and you're just in the way of getting what I want. If you want to give it to me, fine. Other than that, I'd rather choke you out. And speaking of rather choke you out, Finn celebrates like, okay, Joe's intimidated by me. Not even like Joe's intimidated by me. I don't even think Finn will believe that. Like, okay, I'm walking out of this contract signing. I'm guessing like this is what you could call him saluting the NXT universe. And that's where Samoa Joe walks out, or walks back out, attacks Finn, and then Finn, like once he gets in the ring, and Joe throws him in the ring. Finn gets back up, drop kicks Joe. The referee's trying to split him up, and then Joe gets control of Finn and locks him in a Coquina clutch once again for like the third time in like a month. Not the third time in a month. That's the second time. I'm sorry. I don't know where I got a third time from. Holy shit. Oh, I'm thinking of when he muscle busted him. Okay, so actually, yeah, that's 3-up Joe. I mean, Finn hasn't gotten any kind of retribution toward this man at all. That's 3-up Samoa Joe. So it's good to know. And Joe walks out, and Finn's choked out. Alright, so up next, we get our NXT Tag Team title rematch. And this is Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder versus... Who are those two relevant vaudevillains again? Oh, yeah, vaudevillains. There you go. I said it on the way through. Vaudevillains. Aiden English and Simon Gotch. So, the vaudevillains end up winning the match and grabbing the titles. No, I'm only kidding. That's not a thing that happened tonight. Dawson and Wilder, and this entire match really, never really got a chance to get control of anything, it felt like, because this match entirely, and I probably have to go back and watch, but it felt like for the entirety of the match, English and Gotch were on top. Like, it back and forth, like, it got back and forth toward the end, but then once, like the match started, and from there on till the finish, well, until, the ending, it felt like the vaudevillains were in control of everything. They were, like, Aiden English was able to keep his leg away from Dawson and Wilder. Simon Gotch, looked like Simon Gotch fucking awesome. And those two, it took the Shatter Machine, and it was kind of out of nowhere, because one of them sneaks a tag in, throws, I believe it's Aiden English, it might have been English. Yeah, he throws Aiden English up in the air, and he eats the Shatter Machine, and that's it. 1, 2, 3. I really love the way that they're protecting Simon Gotch. Not to say, not to discredit Aiden English, but you know what, I kind of have to here. I've kind of got to. I'm sorry, that was probably the worst pun line ever. But with all being said, Aiden English eats the Shatter Machine for the 1, 2, 3. Simon Gotch is protected again. He doesn't have to tap out. He doesn't have to eat any pins. But from Simon Gotch here, just getting a bit. I know I'm probably doing this on my worst day, but just a bit irritated. From Simon Gotch, I'm just. Yeah. Why, Aiden? Why? Why? That's probably how I feel right now. I should have did that for Samoa Joe, because I also have to mention this about Samoa Joe too. The way he just rolls his fucking eyes back into his head when he got you in the cocaine clutch, and just goes in a straight fucking predator mode. Like, I'm gonna fucking kill you if they don't get you off of me. If they don't get me off you now, you're not gonna live. Not just when I put you to sleep, you just won't live. But that's, yeah. So, moving on, we get at the end of this match, we get Dawson and Wilder walking up the ramp like, haha, we won, la la la. Next, out comes Enzo Amore, out comes Colin Cassidy. And that is where Enzo and Cass, they return. And Enzo and Cass go down and take a beeline. Like, they beat the shit out of Dawson and Wilder. They made sure they made a statement. And they said, we want redemption, we want revenge. And Cass especially, that man looked like the way that man was punching in the corner. Talk about some fucking haymakers, dude. Cass was just bombing. I don't want to have to be on the receiving end of those. Like, that just looks fucking ugly. I know Enzo just sitting there rapid fire. Like, I'm not gonna, like, I hate to, like, take this as, like, I don't want anybody to take this as any kind of insult about Enzo Amore. It wasn't the same old goofy, fun Enzo Amore. That was a straight up, like, that was the most serious I've ever seen Enzo Amore in my life. In my life! And they make their statement that way. So up next, we get an Eva Marie promo. And she's in William Regal's office. And they asked why is she in Regal's office. She says she needed a bigger area to prepare for her NXT Championship match. And at this point, I'm just thinking, you disrespectful. We're not going to go there. Oh, for anybody who also didn't know, too, and you know what, I'm not even going to say if I agree or not with the statement, but from the way my face looks, I'm pretty sure you guys should be able to tell how I feel about this. Brazzers, a adult filmmaking company. I'm not just gonna, go out there and use the obligatory form of saying what that means. Brazzers, an adult filmmaking company, offered Eva Marie a job and tweeted her, "Hey, when this wrestling thing blows up in your face, call us so Eva Marie can do some adult filming." I'm just gonna leave it at that and let you guys figure the story for yourselves. All right. Oh my god, but she also does go on to thank Total Divas and everybody for supporting her, and even WWE Corporate and her new best friend, Nia Jax. So, am I allowed yet to just completely just like shit on Nia Jax? Like, you were doing just fine until you joined forces with Eva Marie. Do you really, you want the NXT Women's Championship? Like, Eva Marie wants the NXT Women's Championship. At this point, my question is this. Why the hell would you join with somebody who's trying to stop you from obtaining your ultimate goal? Isn't the old saying in wrestling, if you're not here for a title, you shouldn't be here at all? Like, get the fuck out then. Like, I'm sorry to even say that, but in a kayfabe sense, you should have the knowledge to know, wait, this person who I'm now becoming friends with is about to win the one thing I want. Bayley was knocked out on the ground a couple of weeks ago, and I picked up this title. I wanted this title, but yet I'm going to help another woman who wants the title that I want, Another woman who wants the title that I want, I'm going to help her. Whew. Excuse me. I'm going to help her and just call her my friend. Really now? Really now, Benaya? It is what it is. Nia Jax isn't here for a championship. We know it is. So now that Nia's helping Eva Marie, which just puts a disgusting taste in my mouth. Where do we land now? This next to the contract signing, this next to the contract signing, I can probably call probably my favorite part of NXT tonight. So we're supposed to get Asuka versus Dana Brooke up next, and they recap everything that's going down between the two at this point. Asuka versus Dana Brooke, they recap everything that's going down between the two and what's going on recently. And out comes Asuka. Dana has to follow, but she says she's not gonna be smiling when Dana comes down there in 2 seconds and beats her, and then we get someone from behind with a hoodie on attacking Asuka. Who is it? None other than the beautiful Emma. Yeah, the beautiful Emma. And Emma, as she attacks her, she gets kicked in her face. Ow! Fuck. Another. I mean, just looking at Asuka, and you know how she kicks. And, Emma got up, if we're talking kayfabe, if that kick wasn't actually impactful, if we're talking kayfabe here, they just made Emma seem like the toughest bitch on the roster. And I hate to even use those terms to explain it, but they have made such a big deal over Asuka striking. And she took one straight to the face, got up, and knocked Asuka back down, started beating the hell out of her, and then locked in the Emma lock and just assaulted Asuka. And the reason I said it, she has to be the toughest. She ate a kick straight to her face. No, it wasn't. It wasn't any. No, she ate straight, fell to the ground, got up, beat the shit out of Asuka, and call it. That's what it was. Okay. Up next, after this, which I'm telling you now, Emma versus Asuka. You already have the championship match. I can't wait for Emma versus Asuka. This is what I want. Emma versus Asuka is something that I want to see, especially because of the way they've been building Emma up lately, and the way that she just came in and she had a sneak attack her. Emma can't just straight up come out and just say, no, Dana, you're not fighting her, and just go out of the ring and charge Asuka. This guy, I'm not saying they've made Emma look like a chicken shit, because that's the farthest thing she's looked like since when she's been creating this new aggressive side. When she started, I think it all started with Shazza McKenzie, and it blossomed. Okay. But enough started with Shazza, and that's what I'm saying, I'm not having a chicken shit at all, but you start to go out there and get that heat, and what better way to get that heat than attacking her from behind, so people can just believe, oh, well, Emma knew she never had a fair shot to begin with. Yeah, I just want you to think that way. Just keep thinking that way, people. I would, and it's so disappointing too, because Emma's actually, let's just sit back and talk about Emma for a second. Emma has done, and I feel as if I find myself saying this every time I do one of these reviews, but Emma's doing the best work of her career. Is it a damn shame it's in NXT? No, because that's where Emma was actually good when she was doing the whole bubble popping gimmick. But this, even before aggressive Emma was still doing good. Emma came back. She's a heel. She has an attitude to her now. People actually want to hate Emma now. And now this new aggressive Emma is the best work of her fucking career. And I want to say, like, I wish Emma could get a win here, but realistically speaking, they're not going to make Asuka lose on her second live special. Only being around here for a couple of months and still looking like the dominant force she is, I kind of kill it a little bit for her. In that sense, Asuka and Dana and Emma get the win in a sense. Like Dana doesn't get a win really, but she gets the fact to brag like, oh, you couldn't beat Emma. Like, oh, you couldn't beat Emma, sweetheart. I really would have wanted my second chance to come face you and beat you. I would have done it. So you know what? For you, because Emma beat you, and you can say or do nothing about it, playtime is over. I know it's probably the worst Dana Brooke impression or the worst female impression you ever heard in your life. If you're violently ill at a toilet, had nothing to do with it. The emotional and severe ear ache had nothing to do with it. With that moment being out of the way, with Samoa Joe attacking Finn Balor, again, Samoa Joe does get his chance to get in action next week to take out some of this pent-up aggression, and he'll be doing it against Tommaso Ciampa, and that's next week. All right, so up next, damn it. Okay, we got a Bayley interview with Tom Phillips, and she was asked what she thought about Eva Marie, and she's like, I know Eva has the higher-ups on her side and everything, but there's one thing Eva isn't that I am, and that's basically a pure wrestler. And she basically goes on to tell Eva about how she's going to win tonight and how she's being underestimated. And it's basically about that, like, typical babyface, I guess I could say typical babyface promo, other than just saying the higher-ups are behind this person or that person, and us not knowing, well, people, because they said corporate gave Eva this match. Regal didn't approve it, but corporate gave it to her anyway. But hey, it is what it is, and we'll just move on here. So next up we get Apollo Crews versus Jesse Sorensen. Apollo Crews goes on to win this, and finally the Gorilla Press is gone. Not Gorilla Press. Yeah, Gorilla Press and the Standing Moonsault is not his finisher anymore. Apollo Crews goes on to win this match with a, okay, like we've explained this before. He's lifting you like this, and like normally like he just tosses you. No, in this case, Apollo Crews now throws you completely around and catches you in a power bomb. And he beats Jesse Sorensen like that. And then I don't know why. Maybe people thought Jesse Sorensen looked like another version of Randy Orton in this match or whatever, just by, I don't know, his look. Maybe I didn't get it. I didn't understand that at this point. But they were singing "Burn in My Light," which is Randy Orton's old theme song. Hey, nothing you can say, nothing's gonna take what you got to me. Like all that shit. And But up next. Oh, I'm sorry, I had to stretch here, guys. I'm fighting, like my immune system is fighting, my body trying to put me under the weather, and it's not going to work. Like, this is what happens every year, my immune system. I never actually get sick, but it's like, body fights it off. And from here, Apollo basically said, Corbin, you issued a challenge for not for Brooklyn, I'm sorry. Why do I keep doing that? Every time a takeover comes along now. He's like, you issued a challenge for London, challenge accepted. And there you have it. NXT TakeOver London. Apollo Crews will go one-on-one with Baron Corbin. And Corbin says that, like, Corbin has an interview next, and he says, Apollo Crews, cool, thanks for accepting. You're going to be known as that guy. Remember that guy who did something one time? That's what you're going to be known as. And that's basically the basis of Baron Corbin's promo there. And you know what? I have a confession, but this is probably where many people are going to get mad at me. This is probably where many people are going to agree with me. This is probably where many people will disagree with me. Not Apollo Crews, Baron Corbin. He has everything it takes. He has a look. He has the build. He has the badass persona that he needs. The one thing he does not have, though, to me, is enough in ring. Like people say, oh, just because he doesn't do a bunch of flippy shit. It's not because he doesn't do a bunch of flippy shit. Baron Corbin just doesn't satisfy me in the ring as a in-ring competitor yet, and he's gonna need to do more to prove that to me. So in his match against Apollo Crews at Takeover, I'm looking for more from Corbin. I want to see more. You already have the finisher down pat. That's sweet. Your punches are pretty legit. I just want to see more. I just want to see more from Corbin. I want to get he needs more. Like, not just, like, throwing people around. I want to see Corbin do some more moves that make him impose his will and impose his presence upon Apollo Crews. But you know what? We'll have to wait and see. We will have to wait and see. With that being said, we move on. Eva Marie versus Bayley, and I remember this as Corey Graves and Byron Saxton and Millhouse, Rich Brennan talking about I think they were leading up to this match, and out comes Charles Robinson, and he basically says to the referee, I'm out here to monitor you in case something goes down in this match. So Charles Robinson monitors the young guy in the match, and that's basically what happens. Whew, excuse me. They monitor he monitors the match, and here we are. Eva Marie versus Bayley. Graves and Saxton at this point are just going at it. And you know what? I can't believe I'm saying this. When it comes to Eva Marie being NXT Women's Champion, after all the hard-working NXT Women's Champions that we've had thus far in NXT, I actually have to go ahead and take the side of Byron Saxton on this one. As much as it pains me to say it, I'd rather have Bayley as a champion rather than some total divas chick. And Eva Marie, I honestly have to agree with Saxton. I don't want to, but I have to in this sense because he's not really wrong. So, this match, they literally, I don't know if NXT trusted them on TV to put on, okay, go out there and throw in a 5-star classic. But they basically said, we're going to go out there, and what we're going to aim for is controversy. They do the whole cool little spotlight thing when you get a title match with NXT now. And even people say Eva Marie doesn't appreciate much about wrestling. You better appreciate this because this was such an awesome situation. The match itself was average, but what they were aiming for to really suspend everybody's disbelief that Eva Marie could have won this match and everybody hanging off the literal edge of their seat in suspense was just awesome. And then we had the crowd chanting, "If Eva wins, we riot. If Eva wins, we riot." That was fucking awesome. I mean, I thought they were saying, "Eva, please retire," at an early age. Or, I don't fucking know. Or the last thing I thought of, no, they wouldn't chant this because they wouldn't know this as soon. But I thought, Eva go to Brazzers or some shit like that. I don't know. That just came across my mind what, are they talking about the adult filmmaking deal? I'm like, no. And then it became clear to me that Eva wins, we riot. So, throughout the entire match, Bayley, It looked like Bayley seemed to be in control. Bayley hit the Bayley to the belly early, and then Nia Jax goes ahead and pulls the ref out of the ring. Nia Jax pulls the ref out of the ring, and then what do you call it? Bayley starts talking to Charles Robinson, which gets Eva to hit Bayley. I believe it was Eva. Yeah, Eva that hit Bayley, and then Charles ended up going flying. And then, no, Charles didn't go flying yet. Eva hits sliced bread number 2, or in her case, what she thinks is called the Kendrick. Even though I do appreciate and like Brian Kendrick a lot, I don't even know how much I have to even state that here. But at the end of the day, it comes down to Eva hitting that, Bayley kicking out, Bayley putting Eva on the top rope, the ref not being there at all because he's outside the ring. And with Charles not being there, Eva was on the top rope. Bayley got her there too, and then Nia got involved, and that's where everybody thought Eva was probably going to win this. And then at one point, Bayley was outside the ring. She ended up pulling Nia Jax down off the apron, and she ended up smacking her face, which gave her enough time to hit Bayley in the belly. There was no referee. The other referee got back in the ring at the time, and 1, 2, 3, Bayley wins. Eva Marie is not our new NXT Women's Champion. Thank you! NXT, you don't steer me wrong. You worried me, but you didn't steer me wrong. But you know what, guys? I do want to say I do appreciate you guys watching this NXT review. Remember to like this video if you haven't liked it. Subscribe if you're not subscribed for more of that WWE goodness on my channel. I would like to ask you guys to share this video, like it, all that fun stuff like I said before. This was a pretty good episode of NXT tonight. Nothing like amazing, but like in NXT standards, this actually still was a pretty good, fun, interesting show. So I did enjoy it a lot. But I do want you guys to tell me how you feel. Comment. Tell me. Comment. Tell me. Let me know. Because I'm Gordon Maston. That was wrestling. Thank you guys very much for watching. I will see you guys next time.